Kompon Toparcha, Te Chito, Tombe Samosin, Surgenyum Salembrajo, Nyondo, Sonjun Chodo, Tujine, Sembrahyo, Teon Consembra Chuna, Tata Tikapso, Huya Te, Jerdo, Loban Ludujin, Zebe, Tanda, Hipitin Rela. Tahipitin de Chitanga on the Siena, Shaja Chimbo, Zoba Chimbo Tabu, Hindo, Subject Tenebe, Tan Samodon Dembege, Tanda Mengoyon, Chimare, De Yinayan, Tanda Kanri Sena, Tangaranzo, Chitanga, Tombe Chunion Seleng, Tenzu, Tombe Chu. Nyong Salembe Gapso, Chudon Tumba, Dublawa, Tarang Uni, Lot Lane Tupige, Nubadon Demba, dear Lot Lona, Sendadon, Jewachima Nikala, Pento Chevig, Mengo, Tinane, Tatanda Zo, de Solana Resena, Le Tombo Baton Gila, Mengo de No in Bajetan. Teyon, Rato Chungwa, Chimna Nebani, Yebenone, Rato Chungwa, Chimna Neba Tumung, Lot of Lane to Beg, Dongo Tenzo, Demberzeba Rela, Teacher Na, Tangaranso, Lolena Gasola, Pento Chimbo, Messetan, Sasuga, and Jiting Chawa Drubata. Tombe Chunion Selembani, the Mangalwe Gone, Lot the Lane to Bata, Teta in Becherna, Pento Chimbo Yorella, Teta, Tada Ronjin Senjin Tongela, Pembecher de la Sene, Mahon Bala, Nyon Selembra, Nyon the Sonjin to Tujin, Sena Roche.
Now the topic we are discussing is, of course, the letter to a friend written by Nagarjuna. Now in general, this is not such a profound instruction as the extremely profound instructions of Mahamudra and Dzogchen. However, for those of us who are practicing the Dharma, while we're practicing the Dharma, these are instructions that are easy for us to practice. We can do them in a way that fits with the Dharma. They're easy to accomplish. They're something that we have the capacity to do. And if we do practice them, then they are beneficial for us in this lifetime and in future lifetimes. So these are also instructions that are given to beginners. And in terms of instructions, whether they're for monastics or whether they're for lay people, for householders, these are instructions that are for both in common. And so for that reason, actually doing them, putting them to practice is extremely beneficial. If we do that in this life, then we will be able to practice, do our worldly affairs and our Dharma practice in a way that that they're not exclusive of one another. And so this is very beneficial. And so please listen to these instructions today with the motivation that this be of benefit for yourself and for all other sentient beings, and that in the future, think to yourself that in the future you will practice them. And so in this way, please listen with the attitude of bodhicitta.
我们这一次所学习的呢，就是由龙树菩萨所写的这个龙树菩萨劝诫王颂。那么这样的一篇文章，这样的一个文字呢，它并不是像大手印或大圆满这样的法门如此甚深具有那样子甚深的含义，或者它也并不是那样一种甚深的口诀。但是为什么我们还是要学这部论呢？就是因为我们常常在修行的时候，我们需要让我们的修行真的如法，而且也需要是一个我们比较方便、容易上手的一些修持方法。那么所以这样的一个法门呢，它对于我们今生来好，对于来世也好，是非常有用的这样的一个殊胜的口诀。而且这一部论呢，它很特别，它是针对了初学者而说的，而且它也是特别为了在家众而说的。所以如果我们能够好好的学习它，并且修持它的话，它可以帮助我们未来在生活当中，你的工作、生活跟佛法都能够相融在一起，而不相违背。 所以最开始，请大家带着一个菩提心而来听闻这一次的课程，也就是发一个愿说，未来我要好好修持这样的一个教本，然后能够利益自己跟利益一切众生。
Tene takase shuba yendo cherdo tibeting nang la tambe chu nyamselembe ge tsulte parudu tsamba tugu ne songyo arela parudu tsamba tugu ne song kapsula ya ta jimba ta tsutem zeba tsendu yede dudu ge on de zeba jeta tene something tan hirani de nang sem jurwarsi be ge taw yembe chana something to hirani de jebar heba de ta sachi number chain da wo de number tugu ne songye be no ne 당보 짐비 바로도 쯤바타 니바 추름제 바로도 쯤바 니데 가신 휴스바레라 다 다른게 가서라 숨바 제베 바로도 쯤바데 휴저레 다 제바데 히도 갈침보 당가란소 동한 통지게 자와다 디바 메게웨게 자와 생긴데 간데레세나 해당레 해당란데네 소제바다 해당란데네 Depe Luprayan Batan, Shedan Latene, Tene, Mazimba Lembala Sopa, Number Natsupa, Dipa Megawa, Telatene, Chungri Varela, Teta, Dipa Megawa, Shumasonda Mazi, Sendala, Dejitum, Medembatan, Dungan number Natsupa, Tripic, Kenya, Shedan Latene, Yungi Yore, teacher na Shedan de Pangu Yore, Shedan de Panchito, Conto Pangu Yorela. Te ponzi che niembo te cante gugi yore sena zeba gong gugi yore mato ta hedan te hiwe ge certo hedan ge jisun rane tene che mende be namba te ta te yendala kahi ge sege yore hedan jisun na niembo cante tengure sena tene ta ningola kusur jab tene kahi ge sena tene shogula sopa re Tendicena Hedang Hegre Segayorete, Hedang and the Churbate, Nuba Chung to Son in Segre Mato, Tigi Hedang Pon la Kaya Pengi or Mare, Tai Hedang Pon la Kale Gugi or Sena, Inchi Minchi Zebagone, Teneranga sent the Hua don't throw us Guba in Becherna, Hedang Tabu, Dipa me, Zepatabu, Katame, Sumarella, Zepate. Paying some Jim Japaton than by in Betchana, Zebba Paru to Tambate, Lord the Lingo.
As I mentioned yesterday, within the letter of the friend, the methods of practicing the Dharma are taught by way of the 6 paramitas, the 6 transcendences. And as I mentioned, the first 3 of generosity, discipline, and patience are taught in brief. Then the transcendences of dhyana and of prajna, as these are the methods for actually changing our own internal mind, are taught in great length. So of the 6 different paramitas, the first 2, first generosity and the second discipline we described yesterday. And so today we've come to the third of the transcendences, patience. It's extremely important for us to practice patience because the root of all of our suffering, the root of all of our misdeeds and unvirtues is hatred. For example, out of hatred we might kill, we might steal, we might engage in sexual misconduct and so forth. And so all of these misdeeds and non-virtues come out of hatred. Not only that, if we act out of hatred, then we will have no happiness in this life and will experience a lot of suffering. And so it is necessary for us to abandon, it is necessary for us to eliminate our hatred. As much as we can, we must eliminate our hatred. And the antidote for hatred is patience. And so for that reason, if we really want to eliminate or pacify our hatred, then some people think that what we need to do is actually follow our hatred, that we need to show an unpleasant or an unhappy expression. Some people say that, oh, if you get angry, then what you should do is you should punch your pillow or you should tear paper apart or something like that. But if you do that, I mean, maybe there's some slight decrease in your anger, but it doesn't actually do anything at all to actually eliminate your anger. So what you really need to do is to practice patience, because this is the actual antidote that will help us tame our minds and pacify our anger. As it is said, there is no misdeed like hatred, no austerity like patience. And so for that reason, we absolutely need to put patience into practice.
在昨天的课程当中，我们谈到说，这部论中谈到修持的一些方法，也就是6度的修持。那论中对于布施、持戒、忍辱跟精进的部分呢，讲得比较简略。然后之后会对于禅修、禅定还有智慧的部分呢，讲得比较广、比较详细。最主要是因为禅定跟智慧，它是转变我们的心，或者说调伏、降服我们的心的一些方法。那么在昨天呢，主要讲到了6度当中的前面的布施跟持戒，今天要讲的是忍辱。忍辱呢是非常非常重要的一个修持，因为我们一生当中，或者说我们整个生命当中的痛苦还有罪业的根本，就是因为嗔心，就是因为嗔恨之心，我们会感受到各种的痛苦跟罪业。那也因为这个嗔心，我们会可能去杀害他人，或者犯下邪淫、偷盗等等的罪业。所以这个断除嗔恨、修持忍辱呢是非常非常重要的，而且它也会造成我们今生的各种的不快乐等等。所以断除嗔恨最好的方法是什么呢？就是修持忍辱。那么当然谈到忍辱，谈到嗔心或者降服这种嗔心的时候，有的人会觉得说，我就是跟随我的嗔心，把我们的这种嗔恨要表达发泄出来。那有的人也会问我说要怎么做？那有些回答是说你就可以去打这个枕头或者去撕这个纸把你的愤怒表达出来。但我觉得这个并不是一个根本对治嗔恨的方法，它可能让你的嗔恨之心小一点，但是它没有办法根除你这样的一个烦恼。所以真正最好的方法是什么呢？就是忍辱。那么忍辱可以帮助我们的心平静下来，而且经典里面告诉我们说，没有比嗔恨心更大的罪业，也没有比忍辱更殊胜的一个修持，或者说忍辱它就是具备最大的功德的一种苦行。
다 제바칸데 제공국이 요래세나 드니 치치 토고가 예메제 손네 다 안당 정안바데 드니 나란소 동보네 해당 마제베 다시 간토다지 고기 요래 데타히 가르제게 요래세나 제바gon트나 텔라게베자와 자첸보 용기 요래 손네 데트라 전송가도 만지베 제바동다 펜진 요마레라 데데이츠나 인지민지 제바공국이 요래 제바공국이 쓰돌라 컨트롤제 마주바지 고기 요래 컨트롤 마제베 탈라시 고기 요래 데 컨트롤 마제베 탈라시 고비 준신데 손지 정된데 지성나요 컨트롤 보나 칠마도바 당코로알레 타르네 타르바동 통진진베 공동토바 임발라 손지 정된데 지할지 히야 바임베처나 드니 제베 펜야다 컨트롤 니미 템베고네 컨트롤 말랑와지 인티미지 고기 요래.
So how do we practice patience? Well, this is as described in the 15th verse, where it says, so never allow yourself a moment's rage, or you could also translate this, so never give anger an opportunity. Never open up an opportunity for anger. So first of all, we must do as much as we can, use as many methods as we can to eliminate our anger. And the method to do this is to practice patience. There are great benefits, great virtues come out of practicing patience. As it says, hard to practice, patience knows no peer. There's nothing that is like this. And so for that reason, we need to practice patience. And in order to practice patience, we must never open up an opportunity for anger. We must never let ourselves angry, and we must strive diligently at the methods to prevent ourselves from becoming angry. And the reason for this is that it is as the Buddha said, avoid all anger and you will become a non-returner, so the Buddha said. Or you will become, you could say instead of non-returner, someone who is irreversible. So when you have given up your anger, then you'll become irreversible. You cannot be turned back from achieving liberation from samsara and the state of liberation and omniscience, as the Buddha himself has said. So for that reason, we must practice patience and never give any chance to our anger. And in this way, we need to practice our patience.
那么在接下来谈到第15个偈言就谈到说这样的一个忍辱呢，那它就像这里第一句说，如是无等忍苦行，这样的一个大的苦行，一种非常殊胜的修持方法就是忍辱。那么我们要如何去修持忍辱呢？就是第二句说的，汝莫令嗔有机乘就是你任何时候都要保持一个觉知，不要让这个嗔恨之心升起来，所以你随时要警觉到它。而且随时你也要思维说，忍辱它真的是具有很大的一个善的功德，具有很大的利益的，所以你一定要忍辱它。因此第3、第4句就是佛陀告诉我们说，佛陀亲口说，断嗔获得不退果，就是如果断除了嗔恨，保持忍辱的修持，你就能够得到殊胜的不退的这样一个果位。所以这一段呢是在告诉我们，随时你要思维忍辱它的利益，然后随时要警觉，不要升起嗔恨之心。
테네 다 대지서라 나랑서 제바가마도 바제 컨트롤제 제호나 간디 구거레세나 컨트롤제 바데 당금에 보정에 온게 티온도 효로레데 예나야데 나만다보 림보메 바제 구기요레 나만다보 림보데 간디 용기요레세나 켄신 용기요레 해당게 제소 켄신 용기요레 켄신 간디 용기요레세나 혈로가 주두바데 너는 디주 디또 펌버세 단디게 책임비게 내바잘 대연도 나랑라 동중 나랑 펌송 나랑게 세도 놀라서 반투송 매바제송송네 드는 칸진데 용거요래 당금은 해당지 비기 요라 칸진데 용거요래라 칸진데 요나 칸데 용거래세나 대마옹발라 누바 체르체르도네 드는 투바 용거래 디처나 칸진데 본네 칸진 넘본 데어니 질로 세타데 칸진데 파 요네 드는 니코 야보 세데나 야보레 디처나 칸진 본제데 갈체그레 세 칸 콘트루게 데분 칸진 본고 바덴바레.
Sometimes, if we're not able to prevent ourselves from if we're not able to practice patience and we do get angry, then sometimes this happens because because we're overcome by our imprints from the past, and so sometimes we do get angry. However, if we do get angry, then we need to make sure that that anger does not have like a long end up starting a long history. And the way it can end up starting a long history is if that anger then leads to resentment. And so the way that resentment develops is described in the 16th verse. He has abused me, struck, defeated me, and all my money too he has purloined. To harbor such resentment leads to strife. Give up your grudge and sleep will easily come. So we might think to ourselves, he's spoken badly of me, or they've beaten me, they've defeated me, they've taken all my food and clothing and everything I have nothing. And then when we think that way, we develop a grudge. So at first we have the anger, and then that develops into resentment and grudge. And if we hold on to that grudge, then it can get stronger and stronger, and then eventually we end up getting into a fight. And so we need to give up this resentment. And if we are able to give up the resentment, then we will be able to sleep easily. We'll be able to fall to sleep comfortably and easily. And so giving up the resentment will turn out well. And so for that reason, we must eliminate our resentment.
很多时候呢，我们因为过去的一个习惯我们不由自主的又生气了，那么又升起嗔恨之心了。那而且更严重一点，我们常常会把这个嗔恨的心、嗔心呢又延长了。 那么越延长下去，它最后会变成什么呢？变成一种恨，我们常说叫怀恨在心。所以第16个偈言就是在告诉我们说，你不要让你的嗔心延长，你要当下去断除它。所以第16个偈文就在形容说，怎么样造成怀恨在心呢？就是我为此人相责骂有一个骂字，那么殴打击败夺无财，耿耿于怀起冲突。所以可能过去这个人他曾经责骂过你，或者殴打，或者说抢夺了你的财物，那么你就耿耿于怀，甚至跟他再起冲突。这种冲突它来自于你的嗔心，跟你不断的想起这件事情而升起了这种恨意所以在第4句就告诉我们说，要断除怀恨即安眠，也就是你要斩断这样的一种怀恨在心，那么你才可能安眠入睡。
他的活动中，控制神经的，他就当个3个难度节来了，3个难度的帮的那帮头个有的，看这些帮个有的些那的帮别个做的，按决定把个3呢决动3动多了，remote 帮的ribar 节，的弄你们进了同步能出的兄弟弄了他们了些，他俺让做个3个难度的。카히 촐라르 모티반라고 요래 데이티 니바데 살라르 모티반나 긴제 요래 숨바데 돌라르 모티반나 긴제 요래 디노니 촐라르 모티바데 템보 요 마레라 돌라르 모티바데 페 템보 요래 살라르 모티바데 타 판반다 보제 요래 다 텐다 보제 요래 나랑좀 농도데 농도 뇨보 야른도 주여 바제다 tene tyunzi nyane yalndo juya bachayta tene tsane yaljome pa dollar remoti banda wata yonsegare la tino ne khande jayla ngarang tsum besul sigu gade sena ngarang tsuga nondo la mandawa yuare la tambe chuya la tepa tong mugu tong tong la sobe nondo tong yapo yung yuare desha tong hedong tong temu la sobe tsenche loga nyamon jenje nondo yuare la nyamon jenje nondo de kande sigu gade sena tombo chula remoti banda wache ayon tawa la ngarang tsuga tsendu sigu gade tanda nondo je son de tapa yu yu son de yalchiwa 다 텐데게 펜토 쳔보 용기요래 제세 테니 다다 돈비 추라 대바도 먹고도 젠들라 소바잖아 간디 고거레세나 달러 모티바나 긴제 추데 춘데 노나 타마라 돈비 춘데 힌텐졸라 타마 달러 모티바다 버제 에용다네 베졸세나 틴 베졸텔라 펜토 쳔보 용기요래
So hatred and anger are like kinds of thoughts that we have in our minds, and so we need to see if we can eliminate them. And the method to do this is described in the 17th verse. Understand your thoughts to be like figures drawn on water, sandy soil, or carved in stone. Of these for tainted thoughts, the first the best, while when you long for Dharma, it's the last. So when we have thoughts in water, when we have thoughts in our mind, they can be either like drawings drawn in water, they can be like drawings drawn on in the soil, or they can be like drawings carved in stone. So drawings that are made in water are not stable; they disappear immediately. Those drawn on the earth, those drawn in stone, are extremely stable, and those drawn in the earth are somewhere in between. They're in the middle. And so with our thoughts, it is similar. There are thoughts that disappear immediately, very rapidly. There are thoughts that we keep for a while and then disappear. And then there are thoughts that stay really stably and firmly. So what we should do, we should see, what we need to see is that actually we have different types of thoughts. Some of their thoughts are like thoughts of faith and devotion, pure perception, pure appearances, and so forth. And we also have thoughts that are like the greed, hatred, and delusion. These are the afflicted thoughts in our mind. So these afflicted thoughts in our mind, we should see if we can make them be like drawings in water. We should try to be as diligent as we can, to try as hard as we can to make sure that the thoughts of the afflictions are like drawings in water. So of these for tainted thoughts, the first to the best. It's best for them to be like drawings in water. And this, if we try to make them be like this is extremely beneficial. While when you long for Dharma, it's the last. When we have thoughts of faith or longing or diligence in the Dharma, then what we should try to make them like is for them to be like as if they're carved in stone. And if we put effort into making them be like this, then it will yield great benefits.
那么刚刚谈到了这些嗔心，还有我们的这种嗔恨之心啊。那么再怎么说，它其实这种烦恼，它也只是你心中的一种妄念而已。所以妄念的意思就是它是可以断除的。那你可能会问说，我要如何断除这样的嗔恨之心呢？接着就是第17个偈言，它告诉我们一些观念跟方法。那么这里就形容说，就好像你在水上、在沙土上，还有在石头上画画是一样的。它将我们的心念呢，比喻说用这3种东西上去作画来做这个比喻。所以说，当知心如于水面土石之上绘图画它是这个意思。所以你可以想象，如果你在水上去画一个图画的时候，那个画很快就不见了，它是不稳固的。而稍微再稳固一点是在这个沙土上，那么最稳固的是在一个石头上，你去刻画出一个图案的时候，它是不容易改变的。所以接着后面2个句子就是在告诉我们说，我们心念有非常多种。你要知道说，像我们对于正法的这种好的心念，譬如说信心、渴求的心，或者说静观，或者说精进，这些心念呢，我们要像是刻画在石头上是一样，要非常的稳固。所以最后一句说，诸求胜法的这种心念，你求法的这种心念，就要像是墨者最后一个，就像是刻画在石头上是一样的。但是我们也有一些不好的心念，譬如说你有贪心、嗔恨心、愚痴的心等等，这些迷惑、这些烦恼，你就要像是画在水上的一样，就让这些心念很快的就让它消失。所以第3句说，其中聚惑如出者，就这些迷惑烦恼的贪嗔痴呢，就像是画在水上的图案要是一样的。
대용랑링 토브게 쳐도라 간데 고그레스야나 테니 예와데 단다 깨자히 두자자지 고게요레 잡네 히 고게요레 가레레스야나 지탕가 산지 좀 된데지 송나 당가란 쪽은 메라 똥라 베가서라 넘바 송요레 넘바 송데 간데레스야나 닐람 바바동 jalvi hinlam babdon dembatan loparna den jiv nom jana dronse meto machon tabu chai nonson ka zal dele tamapan se ta jalwa job song je jam din de je kechala number som yo are som de kandere se na hinlam baba de sana baba kecha himbo yapo heba chai ta Teji sula yang hinlam bam na yang ra mamba na yang ra ngupu ne tang tang tembe kecha demba heba jai tang teni sumba de kandre je yo re se na tsenchi lo ba teni hinlam baba ba sanlam maba ba demba me ba la so ba ta tende ke kecha de nomba som yo re teni kecha sum de kandre je re se na kecha tangbo hinlam baba de dronsu tabu ke kecha je yo re Demba de kande je yore sena meto tabu ke che yore tene lopar na ke che kande je yore sena machon tabu ke che yore te tabu ke chanda manda namba som yore la te le ngaran so lone sa ka so la kande je gogre sena tene ti som ga na ne thama tene machon tabu ke che te inji minji ngaran ga lab ma khorwa 직접 그는 바다보다 해당 그는 바다보게 깨자대 빵토바제 인지민지 가 제게요 아래 소원이서 다 되게 제베 바로도 좀 바대 땜바래.
Well, so how do we put this into practice? Well, when we speak, then we need to speak carefully. We need to choose our words carefully. As the Buddha taught, there are 3 different types of speech. And these different types of speech, the 3 kinds of speech are used by humankind, and these the victor variously described. So he taught of the 3 different types, and these are the sweet, or the words that fit with people's inclinations. There are true words, and there is improper or erroneous speech. And so the words so the Buddha taught that the first type, those that are pleasing or that fit with that are easy for people to accept, these are sweet like honey. And then the second type of speech are those words that, whether they are easy to accept or not, are true, and they describe the nature of how things actually are. And then there is the erroneous or the improper speech. And so of these three, the first type, the pleasing speech, is like honey. The second is the true speech, true words are like a flower. And the improper or erroneous speech is like filth. And of these three types, then when we practice, we must not let ourselves use the third type, the improper speech. We must not allow ourselves to speak speak harsh words or out of hatred or anger. And so with this is completes the teaching on the paramita of patience.
当我们在修行的时候，还有一个很重要的，就是我们的讲话，我们的语言，这是要非常注意跟非常小心的。那么原因是什么呢？佛陀也在告诉我们说，那人呢讲的话语大致可以分为3种，一种呢是称心如意的话语，第二种是真实的话语，第三种呢是颠倒的话哦。所以就像是这个偈言里面提到第18个说，佛说语言呢有3种，称心、真实、颠倒说。那么第一种称心的话呢，是指说你说出来的话别人听得进去，他很高兴，称心如意。第二种话呢，是对方可能听起来不是那么的称心如意，但是你讲的是真话。第三种呢，叫做颠倒语，是指说别人听了也不高兴，而且你讲的也不真实，是颠倒的话。所以佛陀就说这3种话语呢，比喻来讲，第一种称心如意的话，如同蜂蜜是一样的；第二种呢，真实的话如同鲜花；第三种颠倒的话也如同粪便是一样的。所以这时候我们会说，修行的时候我要具备哪一种呢？是前2个是你一定要具备的。那一定要断除的，这里佛陀说唯一当弃最末者，就是最后一种所谓的颠倒语哦。那什么叫颠倒语？它指的就是那种你可能带着烦恼、带着嗔恨之心而讲的话，或者那种粗口跟恶语，这种都算是颠倒语。那么以上呢这几个偈言讲到的就是忍辱的这个6度当中忍辱的部分。
다 대지스 파르도 심바 조근나네 이와 전주rel라 전주대 동보 공나 전주시 간대제를 전주시 그게 요아레세나 지당가 다 메시라 내당 넘바 이야레요아레 간대레세나 동보 노안에 노은 타둘라 살보네 야보네 야볼런도야 제다 되네 문반네 문반 타두송네 두보네 두볼런도야 제다 되네 가히 두보네 야볼런도야 문반네 노은 타둘런도야 제다 되네 예바데 단다 문반네 문반는도야 다 된대요아레 라티넘바 예여 베노네 동보 다 간대제라 전주시 그게 요아레세나 노안에 노안 다르데 동보 생제 공론 넘버 타바 야보예 바제다 생제 공론 넘버 타바 야보예 바라테네 룽어게 젤론데요 야보예 바다 된대제라 전주시 그게 요아레라 대 갈체게 요아레 다 대점 마누나야 간대레세나 동보 문어네 노안 다르데 동보 생제 공론 넘버 대점 야보메바 젤론요 대점 야보메바 예나요 렘지렘지 조르네 Tinijima Yapola Jurtopata, Tetawa, number Yeganane, Tomboton, Sumbate, Tomboton, Tamate, Jurgugiore, so on.
Now, of the 6 paramitas, the 4th is the paramita of diligence. So how is it that we need to practice diligence? Well, basically, as it says in verse 19, there are 4 different types of situations in our lifetime. So the first of these situations is when you go from light to light. That means when you go from good to better. The second situation is when you go from bad to worse. That means going from dark to darkness. And the third situation is when you go from light to dark. That means when you start good and you get worse. The fourth situation is when you go from dark to light. You start off bad and you end up good. So of these four, what we need is actually to be the first. We need to go from light to light. We need to start off with a good motivation in our mind, and on that basis of that good motivation in mind, then we engage in good conduct with our bodies and speech. And so doing this is very important. But if we are not able to do that, then maybe at first our motivations might not be entirely pure. Our behavior might not be entirely pure, but if we can then gradually change that so that we end up getting better and going towards the light, then that is good. And so for that reason, of these four different types of situations, we need to either be the first or the last.
那么接着是谈到六度当中的这个精进，那如何精进呢？在这里经典告诉我们说，我们的人生大致可以分为4种，一种呢就是从明到明，那这里的明呢，它指的就是好，从最开始是好的，是善的，到最后它也是好，是善的。那再一种呢是刚开始是暗的，然后最后它也是暗的，最一开始就不好，到最后也不好，从头到尾都不好。那第3种呢是今明后暗，那么最开始是明，但结果变成了不好，这也是不行的。最后一种是刚开始不好，但是最后很好，所以叫做今暗后明至圆满。那么这4种当中，我们会知道，首先最好的是第一个，就是你最开始是好的，到最后也圆满都很好。那什么叫做好？什么叫做明呢？它指的也就是你在最开始的时候，你的动机、你的心念，它就是善的，是好的。那附带着你的身体的行为，你的语言也是好的，一直到最后圆满。你要这样子精进，精进就是要这种样子，不然的话，你可以也是最后一种，是你一开始可能暗不是就是你最开始的动机可能不是很好，或者身体跟语言的行为也并不是很好，但是你透过修持，慢慢你让你的身口意越来越好，所以你刚开始是暗，但最后你是明。所以这4种当中，我们的精进，你应该要选择的是第1种或者是第4种。
你这当真的准备告诉啦，门呢安宁的也慢慢啦，门把东的门啦慢慢的，慢慢把弄门啦呢，门把弄些就按照东西现在，他这当没那当的不得了，慢着往那把也有的啦，这俺跟这行动的不就有的，什么的。俺个行动的看得见有的些呢，开始这慢慢啦，弄慢慢的慢点办的不简单，开始弄慢慢啦，这慢点办的不简单，今天开始这样慢慢啦，弄用慢慢办的不当，开始这样慢啦，弄用慢点办的不就有的啦，的确呢，看看。这个弄个共同动，这叫我们点绕啊这啦，让个真的状态呢也不有的，什么意思
？Now, when we are practicing diligence, then, as it says, people like mangoes can be sour and yet look ripe. Some the ripe look green and others green are sour indeed, while others still look ripe, and ripe they are. From this know how to act. So basically there's 4 different types of people, and they're like mangoes. So with mangoes, some of them on the outside, they don't look like they're ripe, but on the inside they are. Some of them on the inside are not ripe, but on the outside they look as if they are. Some of them don't look ripe and really aren't on the outside, and on the inside they are not ripe. And some are ripe both on the outside and on the inside. And so in this way, with our internal motivation and with our external behavior, they need to be in accord with each other, and we need to have good motivation and behavior. And it's important for us to be diligent about acting in this way.
在接下来第20个偈言，他是谈到说，我们人呢大致有4种状况哦。那他用这个芒果来做比喻，就像一个芒果，有的时候外面看起来是成熟了，但是里面其实还没有熟，还是生的。再一种呢是里面已经成熟了，外面看起来是生的。再一种就是内外都是生的。再最后一种是内外都是成熟的，大概是这4种。 那这里是在告诉我们说，我们在精进的时候，或者我们的修持应该是怎么样呢？我们应该要内外一如不要是外面看起来一个样，里面又是一个样，而是应该要内外一如的去做精进跟修持。它的另外一个意思，也就是你的发心、你的心跟你的行为，它也是要一如的。
他这个在建龙宫的现呢，在龙界的中部了就是个他拉丁的金不跑路的怎么当，另外个建龙也跑了就是他的什么跑路的怎么当，的你这现到当da地方呢，mixal个年梦把黑当帮个他的热帮跑路的怎么当。你打电了，真主张个把人别真了，真主就跑路的怎么的？他在金龙宫的时候，那么也得等不了。他南山就共同的用到把了，就是个他了，something就跑路的怎么的？现在就跑路的怎么你的等不了？他地方呢，东部 something就跑路的怎么等不了 ？something就跑路的怎么等不告诉了东部 same 的。tene nesha yapo che semte tempo che goge yore la semte tempo che yore sepa la khande che goge re sena noin la sopa mepa che goge yore teacher na noin te khande che pang goge yore sena rang tene ombo go nga mai nawa na che lui ye tenzo tene nayan long che ge shula ma hirwa che goge yore la te non ngaran so ombo go de dom to ba te pe kalche we chol de so re.
And so in terms of our external conduct, there is the conduct of using our possessions as a method to gather the accumulation of merit, and for this sake the transcendent generosity is taught. Then with our conduct of body and speech, in order to, there's, for our conduct of body and speech, the transcendent discipline is taught. And then, in particular, as an antidote for hatred, there's the transcendent patience. And then there is the teaching on diligence, and so in order for us to develop the paramita of diligence. So these are primarily with our external behavior. Now, in order to improve or to have a good internal motivation, then what we need to do is we need to practice the paramita of dhyana and of prajna. So the first of these is dhyana, or meditation. And so first, for dhyana, we first need to have a good resting, good quality of resting in our mind. We have to have a stable mind. So we must not be distracted. So how is it that we can give up distraction? Well, the first way is we have the 5 sensory faculties, the eyes, ears, nose, mouth, and body faculty. And we must make sure that these are not overcome by external sensory pleasures and possessions. And so for that reason, it is important for us to be able to restrain our 5 senses.
那么刚刚以上呢，我们谈到了6度当中的布施、持戒、忍辱跟精进这几个部分，主要是在帮助我们外在的行为上的一些修持。那么布施的部分，就像之前讲过，是透过了财物供养一些财物的方式来做布施。然后持戒的方面来讲，是我们的身口的各种的戒律。再来忍辱上，特别是针对我们降服我们的嗔恨的这样一种烦恼。再来精进，它指的是无论你在做布施、在持戒、在忍辱的时候，都需要精进的。那么这4个是指外在的一个行为。接下来六度当中的禅定跟智慧呢，它就强调的是你内心的一种修持了，也就是降服你的内心。那么首先是第21个偈言谈到的就是禅定的部分，6度当中的禅定。那么当我们说在做禅修或在进入禅定之前，我们要有一个基础，就是你的心要比较平稳，要能够稳定。那你就问说，如何让我的心能够静得下来，能够稳定而不散乱呢？它的方法，断除我们散乱的方法，就是你能够守护你的5根，也就是你的眼、耳、鼻、舌、身，你能够很好的守护它，不让你的眼睛、耳朵这些散乱在各种的外在的这些欲望之上，守护根门，这是禅定的第一个要做的事。
다 대지슬라 대샤가 온도 쇼르네 롱연라 송바 pombe 탑대 동보 농인게 조언라고 임베잖아 대템바rel라 대양 온도니 자지바데 yinje chuma madang tonayong nasen tamba madong pumodong simundu hiji chojor namazong nidong do sambar jase tanda zo de kande song yore sena pimila choba bon de songre la de song gube junsen de tanda chitang jiba pimila choba dong pimi jiba la choba ni de jigba re de yinayong kamdar tene jarbo de jizombo de jibi ombo dong demba yimbe cherna Tela, Dangwa Dong, Zo, No, Insarella, teacher na Yinji Chumala Mata, Garden Tonayon, Nasentamba, Madam, Pomodon, Simotabugan, Duhiji, Tene, Yondo, Chapaji Barjuna, Tene, Lumazon, Chogainayon, Ron, Pemianayon, Ronde, Tamelude. Pace, Papet, Bajere, Mato, Tando, Mazon, Ronyin, Bate, Yapo, Hene, Tenite, Loyan, La Sobanjun, Jo, Yamon Bandeja, Bombatala, Tango, so in the
And so the next verse teaches that we must not let ourselves become overcome by lust and engage in sexual misconduct. And so this is taught first here as do not gaze on others' wives, but if you do, regard them as your mother, child, or sib. Depending on their age, should lust arise, think well, they are by nature unclean filth. So here primarily it's spoken about. It mentions giving up lust for women, but actually it's the same. Whether it's lust for women or lust for men, it's actually the same. In this particular instance, this letter was written to a king, King Deje Sampo, and he was male. So for that reason, these instructions are given particularly for him. So it's saying, do not gaze on, don't look at other women, but if you do, regard them as your mother or as your child or as your sister, depending on how old they are. And if lust should arise, then think well, they are by nature filthy and unclean. So whether we're male or whether we're female, actually the skin on the, except for the skin on the outside, everything inside is pretty filthy and disgusting. And so we need to contemplate that. So this is taught as teaching the antidote for the affliction of lust, which leads to sexual misconduct, and we need to put efforts into applying this antidote.
所以这里谈到在修持禅定的六度当中，禅定的时候，第一个要做到的就是心要静下来，不散乱。而我们最大的一个散乱，常常就是散乱在欲望之上了。所以第21个偈言，这里提到的是说：切莫眼瞧他其事，若睹亦随其年龄。做母女儿姐妹想，若贪嗔时不尽兴了。那这里是指说我们最大的一种欲望，就是贪着这种异性的欲望。那当然，我们说男生对女生也好，女生对男生也好，这种贪欲呢是一样的。但这个偈言里面特别谈到的是对于女性的这种贪欲。那最主要，因为龙树菩萨写给的对象呢是这个一个男生，是这个国王，所以在这里用女性呢来做了一个例子。所以这里是说，如果你见到这些其他人的欺视的时候，你可以用一个方法。第一个就是把对方想成按他的年纪，如果比较长就想成母亲，比你小就想成女儿，如果差不多就想成是姐妹一般，而断除你对于他的贪欲。如果不这样做，第二个方法就是你去观修不净观，也就是无论对方他是母亲也好，或年纪大年纪小也好，外在看起来是女生就是一个皮而已，但是内在来讲它都是不清净的，是不净的，这样观想也是可以的。
他대견도랑그산대 녀몬보 온도 마이크로와 두전도 송국이 요래 송한테 단다 요산 툰송 보다보 때리긴 소동도 송제대 두바 도동 산동 다오동 메긴 레베델라 인중제 당가랑 송산대 템보요 말에 라 가사칼람 로그레 나만다 mambo 체그레 티체나 두다바 전도라 송국레 변나가랑 소 투바시 베가솔라 tene de san de yen so no tendo de tene gegin ge laba de gogmare la tichana rang san de yapo songgu ge yore la te tuba dong sumba da tene de gen do rang ji par chung pu gu ji yo na te hen ro ji re te nan ro ji re te son ro ji re son ne yapo songgu ge yore la te gen do la ngarang chu san de songgu ge yore ngarang la tere yapo je yo na juno long je ta chen bo je yo na te kon ro je re tru ro je re son ne song gu ge yo re la te yen do la ngarang ge san te yo song gu ge yo re te ne ngarang ge su de ji par chung ge yor je re la te yapo song gu ge yo re la te yen do zo ngarang chung sem de yapo je song gu ge yo re la ta te ta bu ge po dang tu ba dang su dang ter ten zo tene dur dupa tang, te yendo tau tong, sancha tong, drawo tong, me yendo, te tabu kala, suwar sepa te yendo, ngarang tsuku san te yon, tene dupa tau drawo tong, sancha drawo tong, drawo drawo tong, me yendo, nepe yente tenzo la san xor na, tene di san te la, jen chenpo yungu yuwa la, tenzo la, yi ondo ma xorwa, yapo, sone tenpa tong hikin tengu kare.
Likewise, we must not let our mind be overcome by the afflictions, and we need to do all that we can to continually protect the mind. As it says, guard this fickle mind as you would do your learning, children, treasure, or your life. Renounce all sensual pleasure as if it were a viper, poison, weapon, foe, or fire. So our minds are not stable. They'll go anywhere. They'll do anything. And so for that reason, we need to protect always protect our minds. For example, if we are learning something, if we get distracted while learning and we won't hear what the teacher is saying. Likewise with the children that we have, we need to protect them, make sure that they don't die, make sure they don't get in danger or fall down or something. We need to continually protect our children. Similarly, with any treasure, if we have any wealth or food or something, then we need to protect it. And similarly, we need to protect our own mind. Similarly, with our life, we try to protect our lives, and we need to protect our minds the same way that we protect our lives. And so we need to renounce all sensual pleasure as if it were a viper, poison, weapon, foe, or fire. And so we need to continually protect our mind as if it were like our learning, children, or treasure, and view the sensual pleasures as being like a snake or poison or weapon and so forth. So we need to protect our mind from being overcome by the sensual pleasures and make sure that it's not overcome. And in order to do this, we need to apply mindfulness and awareness.
那么接下来继续谈到这个禅定哦，在生活当中，我们时常要保持我们的心要保持一种正念、一种觉知，不要散乱，这是非常重要的。那这个偈言第22个偈言就做一个比喻，他说：“当如文子宝藏命，守护动摇之内心。”这里提到我们的心常常是动摇的，动摇的意思就是我们心常常会到处跑，一不小心就不知道又散乱在什么样的事情之上了。所以这里做的第一个比喻是，就好像你在听闻、你在学习的时候，闻呢就是你在学习的时候，你要很专注是一样的。生活当中你也好像随时在听闻、在专注是一样的。不然的话呢，你听闻的时候如果散乱了，你就听不进这个老师在讲的是什么。再来，你可以想说，就好像你是唯一只有一个孩子的母亲是一样的。当这个孩子在你身边的时候，你总是会担心啊，他会不会走丢了？他会不会哪里摔倒了，掉到什么洞里去了？或者他生病了，遇到危险了？你的心总是专注在你这个孩子身上，所以你对于你自己，随时你的心也不要散乱，是一样的，就像看着孩子一样，看着你的心。第三种是，你要看着你的心，就像是你有宝藏，你有很多珍贵的宝藏，你总是害怕你的宝藏被偷了、不见了。同样守护你的心的宝藏的时候，也要带着这样的觉知去守护它。再来就是守护你的性命，就像守护你的心，就要像保护你的性命是一样的。再来呢，我们对于各种的娱乐，就是对于各种的诱惑呢，你要真的去厌离它。所以你要带着什么样的观念呢？要把这些娱乐当成像是猛兽，像是毒药， 像是这些刀刃，像是怨敌是一样的，或者像烈火，这些都是你要随时将它断除的。所以你要带着这样的正念跟觉知，在生活中帮助你的心呢不散乱。
tenin ngaran so sen ma song jian de song de la sen ma song ne dan long je den zo la chao kin sho na pe dong hang chen bo je ge yo re te ji be jun sen de de pa no na phung tru je ba de ja lo on bu ken ben den de song de do pong je te chao zhu gen ko ru sen ren ji den de do jian se dan dan long je la chao kin ji ba de pena hindu kimben de bon da boje pata sala ya bo yo ba ngamo yo ba sa sa ne thogarang hindu den ba ta boje yo re la teacher na ngaran su ti on do ma hiro wa dayan long je la choi yin go on do ma hiro wa je go ge yo re dayan long je la choi yin go on do hyor na tene rong cho du da boje gen ko zen ra la chen do re teacher na ti on do ma hiro wa je gal che ge yo re te ngaran su sen ma so ni mi da ba la so wa re.
Now, the faults of not protecting our mind are that if we are overcome by our attachment and our greed for sensory pleasures and possessions, then it'll bring us great suffering. The reason for this is taught in the next verse, 23, which reads, "The pleasures we desire will bring us ruin. They're like the kimba fruit," the Buddha said. Eschew them, it's their chains that tightly bind the worldly in samsara's prison house. So our desires, our sensory pleasures and possessions are like the kimba fruit. On the outside, it looks like it's going to be really sweet and delicious, but actually it's poisonous. And so we must, similarly with the sensory pleasures, we must not let ourselves be overcome by them. If we are overcome by our attachment to sensory pleasures and possessions, then they're like the chains that will then that attachment is like the chains that will bind us in the prison of samsara. So it's important for us not to be overcome by that desire. So this is teaching the faults of not protecting the mind.
接下来这里谈到，如果我们散乱，如果没有好好觉知守护你的心的话，它会有一些什么样的过患，有什么样的问题哦。那么换句话说，如果我们跟随着我们贪欲而走的时候，我们会感受到很大的痛苦的。所以23个偈言就说，一切欲妙生祸殃，它会产生很多的问题。佛说如同木鳖果，这种果实，这种水果，它是外在看起来很好看，好像很甜很甜美，但是呢，它实际来讲，它是一个毒药哦。所以佛陀说，我们对于这些欲望不要散乱，那么不要去吃了这些有毒的果实是一样的，不然会遭受很大的痛苦。所以世间人呢，以其疗愈复轮回欲当断彼。那么但是我们常常就是因为贪着贪欲而好像捆缚住，像这个链条一样捆缚住自己，而陷在这个轮回当中。
他这个三马松为年米松的，他这就是三松个培养的把的啦。等你在空到安保主任那了呢，到他们的有动空到这用的出来就得了嘞，看到东北巴拉老板查了些，三天等下弄这个安的马修话，等你安保出的也不这上头呢，得保全不这嘞，啦，这当跟今天就看了。木棒出国家，马兰州出国家，天天在加拿把我全部的这个有的，在把我全部买的，把我全部的看的是那rank sam的，年末不on的马修话也不去上头，那得把我全部的送。
That taught the defects of not protecting our mind, and so to teach the benefits of protecting the mind, in verse 24 it reads, "Of he whose fickle senses are controlled, the six that never cease to dart at things, and he who has fought and conquered many foes, the first is truly brave," the wise had said. And so if we control our mind so it is not overcome by the sensory pleasures and possessions, if we are able to protect our six sensory faculties, then someone who can do that is a great hero. Generally in the world it's said that someone who goes off and fights, someone who goes to war and fights and wins in a battle is a great hero, but that's not a true hero. The real hero is someone who is not overcome by the afflictions, and so we must protect our minds well, and so that someone who protects their mind well is the true hero.
那么刚刚23个偈言谈到的是，如果不守护我们的心，它会造成什么样的问题？再来第24个偈言，接着谈到的是，如果你能够守护你的心，那么它具备怎么样的功德利益哦？所以24个偈言就说：知服六根诸对境，恒时动摇不稳固，沙长圣敌子二者，出诸智者真勇士哦。换句话说，如果一个人他能够降服他的心，他能够不散乱在各种的对境之上哦，那他也能够了解到他六根的各种的对境，就是各种色声香他味等等，他都是动摇是不稳固的，他能够降服他的心，稳定他的心的话，这个才是真正的一个勇士。所以一般来讲，沙场胜敌，我们会说在战争上战场上杀了很多敌人的，我们会说他是勇士哦。但是真正降服自心的人才是真正的勇士。所以说出诸智者，智者就是这些能够降服我们的心，不跟随外境动摇的，他才是真正的勇士。
他第一是在有了的呢，乔巴邦个他等巴的了，在有了的呢，乔巴邦的了呀，东部龙岩了做这边，那小邦个别个吃那，的那个那儿上那，平民烟绿绿呢，路黑的。正啊东哥哥的吧东，没从跟人家话公家东，宝贝有东，真有路去在，他但这样空的些把大的，就当个几百人那样容，不没人那样容，绿没从容现在的，干的不没那什么的，要不这些什么几百个等钱人把拉等呢，龙岩帮不吃了，不没就绿了，叫把帮个把等把来了。
And next describes giving up attachment giving up attachment that comes from external objects. The first talks about about giving up desire, which would lead to sexual misconduct. So this reads, regard a young girl's body on its own, it smells so foul its openings nigh in a pot of filth insatiable and clothed with skin, regard to her adornments on their own. And so as I mentioned earlier, whether or not they're male or whether or not they're female, the body is unclean. It's filthy. So here it describes a female because this was taught to the king Deje Sampo. So for that reason, this is teaching us to give up lust for women.
那么在接下来既然谈到的是要断除我们对于各种外境的贪欲之心了。那么第25个谈到说，当观少女身背后臭气显露九孔门等等。那就像是最开始提到的，男众女众也好，都是一样的，它的本质呢都是不净的。那么但因为这个教言它针对的是国王，他是一个男性，所以在这里用女性来做一个比喻，所以要观想说这个女性呢她是不净的。那么透过这样子断除贪欲，然后不要犯这种邪淫的罪。
天天他提起说，等龙接东西了，瞧把帮个把等把人啦，其他人最近10年吧呢，6月等到没了更等中，小人们就带动到呢，那帮那瞧把往前边子，等龙接等到让个头，也不就从那几不用个人，上把有人的那样，等龙接开始接了龙接那样，这个那把的切入着呢，切入完了的。刚刚的切入着嘛，都用个有嘛的啦，别人这样看个三处浪呐，他抽那偏个的送个的，的那样抽那，的切入着嘛，都用个有嘛的。
Next, to teach about giving up greed for all sensory pleasures. The 26th verse reads, a man with leprosy consumed by germs will stand before the fire for comfort's sake, but still find no relief. So know it's the same is true for those attached to the pleasures they desire. We might think to ourselves that if we get the things we want and we enjoy them, that'll bring us happiness. But no matter how much we get, no matter how much we try to use, then our desire just gets larger and larger, and our difficulties become greater and greater. It's like a leper. And when the leper gets an itch, if the leper scratches the itch, then it's just going to get worse and worse.
那么接着呢，这里也是谈到说要断除我们的贪欲，而且你会知道说这种世俗的欲乐再多呢，你都是无法满足，只会造成更多的痛苦。所以如麻风病虫蠕动，未得乐受皆依火，非但不息苦，更增，当知贪欲与彼同耳。这里是说我们常常为了得到这个快乐，我们总是觉得得到了一些东西我们会更加的快乐。那么但是你会发现，当你真正得到它之后，你又不满足，又会想要更多，结果就更加深你的欲望，结果更加深你的得不到，而更加深各种的痛苦。所以在这里就做了一个比喻，就像是得到了麻风病的人一样，他要透过站在火前能够帮助他得到舒服一点，但是这样子他会更加的痛苦。或者这里的解释是说，就好像你有一个地方很痒很痒，你抓，结果越抓越抓，它反而会越加的破烂溃烂，你反而更加的痛苦，是一样的。
他能因蹦不个出啦，趁太阳了能因蹦不动弄，秋季了能因蹦不你也不弄呢，他当不趁太阳了能因蹦不的，这不因啥的了，等这个就是当他那做样不那都。
So in terms of the sections on giving up the diversions of external distractions and giving up distraction from the internal nature, we've completed the section on giving up distractions towards external things, and now our time is up.
那么今天早上课程就讲到这里，我们在谈到禅定的这个部分的时候，首先要断除散乱那散乱我们以上谈到的是一个部分，是讲到外在的各种的诱惑，我们要这种散乱要将它断除。接着下午会谈到的是如何断除内心的一些散乱。
那些的呢，这个就嘛的结果，现在不嘛这个热的热。那些嘛乱的话也就三界将在三界年年面都不来境界了。你要他们在这样往不到那耶稣，就对给我世界，我做孽做来这。那些的在这做不我就做来这不就别的不别就这些我世界。认为三界都这些你做的这些都的那些就老别就这这些当的做。这里那边你们多别这的做就那就这那些这边就嘛到的话真多这这。现在别忙我这的路的老三界就讲就到呢。这么是nam的也nam这是不念同的你别常来么这。这个那这不来这不，是别做来这不修。
menjik tena chilas